Hey, you guys. So I'm back again with another message from the Lord. And this particular message is based upon a dream. But the title of this message is Your Moving in Silence is Attracting Attention. I don't know why, you guys, I'm starting to see a lot of monitoring spirits. But your moving in silence is attracting attention. People are bothered because you are moving in silence. People are bothered because they don't know what you got going on. So your moving in silence is attracting attention, is attracting the monitoring spirits. And in the dream, um, I was in a schoolhouse and it was just like high school setting. And so this dream can probably, or this message can probably be for someone that is being monitored by people from your past, that from high school that you don't talk to, right? We got to understand that sometimes we have people that's in competition with us and we don't know it. And what I was seeing was like people were in competition or trying to figure out what people got going on in their lives, and they don't even talk to those people. They haven't associated them since they graduated high school. But we do have people that will go to unholy places and that will try to do witchcraft on people because they have always secretly been jealous of a person, and that's what I'm seeing, or that's what I saw. It was just like jealousy and envy. And y'all, jealousy and envy can be witchcraft. All right. So I seen a lot of jealousy and envy from people in high school of God's children, and you were just doing what God had called you to do. You're just doing what God has called you to do. You're moving in silence, and you're moving in silence. It's attracting attention because some of them are intimidated by it because they know you or on a verge of a breakthrough, or they're just intimidated about it because they want to be ahead of you. And this type of people that are trying to compete with you or that are watching you from high school, they have been very competitive since high school. Um, Still the same way. It's to me, it's very immature because it's like we are adults. Some of y'all have been graduated, what, for 15, 20 years, and these people are still um, jealous of you, still envious of you, have them went on, start families, marriage, children, and they are still jealous of a person to where they're going to unholy places to try to figure out what you got going on because you're moving in silence is attracting attention. So be mindful, you guys, during this time. It don't necessarily have to be people who that you are in contact with or was previously in contact with to do witchcraft on you. Sometimes it can be people that are monitoring you from high school, people that were um, your high school enemies or frenemies can be monitoring you still, all out of jealousy, all out of envy because you're moving in silence and it's attracting attention. So be very mindful of that. I honestly believe the reason why they're jealous is because in school you might have been like very quiet. You were very, um, you could be the boy or the girl that was very quiet but very smart, but always picked on and teased, always bullied. And so now you are almost like the ugly duckling that grew into a swan and they feel intimidated. Everybody has their seasons, and this is just your season. And a lot of people, even from your past, like I said, high school, cannot fathom that this is your season. And y'all, this is really dropping in my spirit that the people that are doing this runs in their family, right? Jealousy and envy runs in their family. They feel like they have to be, their family should be at the top no matter what. And so jealousy, envy runs through their family. So that's why it was passed down through them, because like you had to be taught that, right? You have to be taught that. You picked that up from somewhere. And these people picked this up from their family. And these families and stuff, they were, they could have been well known in the community, but may have just fallen off, may just have lost their credibility due to what they have done, or maybe it's just no longer their season. Maybe it's just your season to be ushered in to carry out what God has want you to do in this season. And so, your moving in silence is attracting their attention. So, like I said, this is the month of Kish Love. Y'all pay very, very close attention to your dreams, because in the dreams you're going to reveal it's going to reveal to you who has been monitoring you or who's going to start monitoring you, who is going to be jealous of you whenever you do things that God has called you to do in this upcoming season. So you can expect the jealousy and envy. Um, some of these people that are jealous of you, if you are a female, is guys that wanted to date you but was too embarrassed to ask you out on a date. So now they are jealous and they're envy of you because they didn't have the opportunity to date you for themselves because they were in confident enough to ask you out on a date. You know, it kind of reminds me of the old movies that we used to watch growing up in school where there was this girl that she was like a girl or a guy that was a nerd, and when everybody used to laugh and pick at them, nobody wanted to really date them, and the person who kind of really liked them didn't want to ask them out on a date because they didn't want to be picked and teased. That's how this is. So it's a particular person that God just dropped in my spirit that is for, this is for a female. A particular male was crushing on you in high school, and now he's kind of jealous and envy because of what you got going on, because he really liked you in high school, but he wasn't confident enough to ask you out on a date. His family might have thought that you were beneath his family, so he didn't ask you out on a date. But it caused, now instead of now it's causing like jealousy and envy because now you're on a level. Oh, God has elevated you to a different level to where it's like he wished he would have asked you out on a date. He wished he would have pursued you, but now it done turned into jealousy and envy to where now if he would have got with you, or now if he tries to get with you, he will try to break your spirit. Because like I said, the type of family that he comes from, they feel like they should be well known at all times, right? They should be the first to do different things in the family. And so with that being said, if these people try to start popping up from your past, stay your distance. But he is not a God ordained spouse. I'm going to repeat this again. He is not a God ordained spouse. You already know who your God ordained spouse is. But you know, sometimes the enemy will try to send in a counterfeit to get you off course because God is about to usher in your ordained spouse. So be mindful of that too as well. But he's going to try to be very cunning, but he's really very, very jealous of you. Jealous and envy of you because you're about to start doing things in your area, in your community that he wished he would have done first. Okay. So again, your moving in silence is attracting attention. I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day. Pray fast during this time to be mindful of what's going on in this season, in this hour, because what God children is doing in this season is attracting a lot of monitoring spirits, because God has gave us strategies on how to move. And since you're quiet, and since you're remaining humble, and since you're minding your business, it's like making them wonder what you got going on because you too quiet. Something got to be off. Something got to be going on because you too quiet. Okay? And these people, I will say before I end this video, they watch your social media. So if you haven't been posting a lot of things on social media, you've been keeping things on hush hush, like they can't get as much information from your social media as they used to. That's why they're trying to monitor you in the spiritual realm. But your moving in silence is attracting attention, okay? Be mindful of that. So again, I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day, and I will chat with you all later.